Hello there.
Hello.
Did you just say hello?
No, I said hello, but that's close enough.
That's a little strange. Anyways, carrying on.
Come inside, meet the missus.
No, I'm good. I'm good, thanks. This is a Chompt Down review, where I talk movies with my friends from the NoHype cast. This week, we have a new friend to the NoHype cast that kind of dropped in because we aren't doing the movie we were planning on doing. When I heard about the death of David Bowie, I decided to move one of my movies from down at the middle of my to-do list to the very top, because I wanted to do something to kind of dedicate to him, because I was a big fan, and this movie, it means a lot to me. It was one of my parents' favorite movies growing up, so I watched it all the time. Its music has really stuck with me through the years, and I just have a lot of respect for David Bowie. So, our friend this week, his design was actually inspired by the director of this movie that we're doing. This week we're going to do The Labyrinth, which is a movie with a crazy cast, crazy music, crazy puppets, and here to talk about it with me is a brand new friend of the show. His name's BB-8. Please welcome him. Hey there, little guy. So, what I was trying to say was, without the director of this movie, you probably wouldn't even exist, because there'd be no need for you. Don't sweat it, little bud. Have you seen The Labyrinth before? And what was your favorite part? I like that part, too. You want to jump into this review? Let's go. So in this movie, we have a main character that doesn't want to grow up. A classic fairy tale trope. Kids either want to grow up too fast, or they want to stay kids forever. Our main character, Sarah, is played by Jennifer Connelly, and she's really confused about all that growing up stuff.
I hate that. I hate it!
After following an owl through his journey through a bunch of credits... No, get that out of here. No way. Thank you, owl. We find Sarah practicing her lines in a local park in costume, as one does. Her parents leave her home with her little brother Toby so that they can go out. And that makes Sarah feel like they're treating her like a child, which she does not like at all.
Sorry guys, that was the president calling. And he just told me that owning this toy is now the only proof you're not a baby. Well, I mean, I have one, so that's good.
Sarah starts to get really dramatic about wanting Toby to quiet down, so she casually wishes that the Goblin King would just take him far, far away. What? How old is she? 14? Okay, but a Goblin King? Okay. Now, let's assume that the universe we are living in currently is the universe with a Goblin King. That's fine. Everything else about this universe is completely normal 80s. Everything else is fine, but we're ruled over by a Goblin King. That's fine. Just kidding. It's David Bowie, guys. It's all good. Just kidding. David Bowie is the Goblin King. Who else could be the Goblin King, I ask you? Who else? David Bowie friggin' rules, baby. Okay? Is it King of Goblins? Oh, okay. Real goblins. David Bowie is the Goblin King, but isn't actually a goblin like them, or is he? Is David Bowie just the tall, handsome one? Gah. Okay. Whatever. I'm over it. Moving on. Jareth the Goblin King. Jareth, yeah, you heard that right, does exactly as Sarah asked him to, and whisks little baby Toby off to the Goblin Kingdom. When Sarah realizes what she's done to her poor baby brother, she realizes what she has to do, and she starts a quest to make it through a never-ending labyrinth.
Do you still want to look for him?
In order to save her little baby brother.
Is that the castle beyond the Goblin City?
Turn back, Sarah.
If you haven't noticed yet, these are all puppets. Yeah, it's 1986, people. We don't got those effects yet. We ain't got that CG. We're working on it, but we ain't got it yet. And these puppets are really the stars of the movie, because if you haven't guessed yet, this is a Jim Henson movie. The Jim Henson. Let me just say, I love a Jim Henson movie. Like, this man can do no wrong. Seriously, everything that his puppets appear in become instant Henson art. Sesame Street, Fraggle Rock, kid stuff, I know, sure. But then there's a dark-ass movie starring Michael Jackson called The Dark Crystal. Maybe it's not the real Michael Jackson. Sometimes I get confused. I'll fact-check it later. But I will tell you 100%, Michael Jackson was in that movie. The Muppet movies. All the Muppet movies. Come on, they're all so good. Ugh. Star Wars, not to mention one of the greatest characters in all of film. And right in the middle, we've got Labyrinth. And what makes Labyrinth stand out against all these greats except for... that! Oh! Put it away, man! Put that thing away! Well, the cast is obviously great. In this movie, Jennifer Connelly's only 14, and she does a dang good job of acting like it. Yeah, it gets creepy between her and Bowie sometimes, but she's really professional and totally brings her character to life. Brian Henson, Jim's son, does a lot of the voices for a lot of the characters. He does a lot of the puppet work, and he really brings the characters to life, just like Frank Oz, who of course is in this movie. Didn't know these characters were voiced by the same actor? Well, you shoulda. Seriously, you shoulda. David Bowie as the Goblin King is iconic as hell. He's so strange in a way that only Bowie could be. And the way he interacts with the puppets is hilarious. Not to mention that Bowie's is the mind that all the music from this movie came from, and it's friggin' awesome. I love the music in this movie, and I can still remember most of the songs from when I was a kid.
You remind me of the babe. Babe with the power. Power of voodoo. You do. Remind me of the babe. Quiet! A goblin babe. You said. Dance, magic dance. Dance, magic dance.
It's all the practical work that really shines through in this movie. Sure, some of the special effects are super cheesy 80s stuff, but some of the puppets are just so strange, so out there, so creepy. Henson just keeps pushing it and pushing it. How can we make Ludo lighter so that he can do more stuff? How can we make this monster bigger? How can we make it the biggest monster we've ever seen? How can we add in even more goblins to make the scene fuller? The journey Sarah takes is long, but never does it get boring, because there's always something new to discover. There's so many different sets with so many varying characters. You really get a feel for this world that Jim Henson paints, and it's beautiful. And you have great tunes to go with it. If you're into this stuff, there's a behind-the-scenes documentary on all the puppet concept art, all the characters being created. It's brilliant. You should check it out. The writing in this movie is super cheesy, but come on, it's the 80s. This is the good stuff. This story's got the feels, baby. It's got the heart. It's got the characters that you'll fall in love with. And then you realize that one character is done by 3 to 5 people at one time. And you have no clue how someone could have possibly kept all the patience to pull all of this off. But here it is. Watching this movie is lightning in a crystal ball. By the way, this is done by a magician doing this crazy technique. Insanely talented guy that can do this with his eyes closed. Oh, it's awesome. The goblins have so much expressions, and they have great voice acting the whole time. You can just tell how much they cared. Here's just a couple great moments that I think are timeless.
Stop it! Help!
What do you mean, help? We are helping. We're helping hands.
I move the stars for no one. You've run so long, you've run so far. Your eyes can be so cruel, just as I can be so cruel.
Damn what anyone says, this movie's an 8 out of 10 in my books. Easy. I love this stuff. I love Jim Henson's work. I love David Bowie. He is an absolute legend. This movie is made incredible because of his performance, and his music is so damn good. No words in a simple review can sum up the greatness we've lost in both of these guys here. But at least we have something like this where you can see the art come to life. It's just, this movie is truly a work of art. Please check out this flick if you haven't already. And if you have, I highly suggest revisiting it. Hey, hit that subscribe button to get more Chompt Down reviews like this one. Or go check out my video on The Shining with my friend Eugene Walters. Thanks a ton for watching. See you soon.